what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my garage. Before we get into the install video, I just wanted to give everyone a little bit of a backstory of how I got here, what happened. I know a few of you might follow me on Instagram. If you don't, definitely hit the link below. Follow me on Instagram. It's where a lot of my up-to-date stories and content are. But how did I get here with these beautiful Hogworkz bags that we're going to do an install video on right now? Well, it all happened when I was heading to the Adirondack Mountains to shoot some photos with some friends, and this guy decided he wasn't going along for the ride. Didn't want to go up to the mountains that day. My bag, my saddlebag, my Harley Davidson saddlebag, jettisoned from the bike at a undisclosed mile per hour in a very treacherous part of a highway, lots of bumps. So I absolutely have no idea how this may have malfunctioned. I'll never know. Upon checking the bag, the locking mechanism was locked, the flag was down. I don't know if it wasn't mounted fully on or what. Did my safety check before I left for a 2 to 3 hour long ride, and nothing seemed off about it. All bags seemed tight, locked on there. So we'll never know, but hopefully Mr. Geico can help me out with this a little bit. But in the meantime, had a lot of riding left to do for the summer. So, and well, summer's over now, but into the fall, beautiful time of year to ride in the Hudson Valley. So I went with the Hogworkz saddlebags. Shout out to the Hogworkz team. They've hooked me up. They've just been absolutely fantastic with everything. Shout out to Derek. Yeah, this all happened about a couple weeks ago. Getting this video out to you now, just wrapping up some editing, but I want to put a little bit of a precursor to the story so you can kind of get a little bit behind the scenes of why are we putting these bags on. You know, I was happy with Harley Davidson bag, but I gotta say I'm even happier now with the Hogworkz bags. They're absolutely fantastic, and I'm gonna do a whole video on the bags themselves. But right now, enjoy the install video and the fun that ensues here. All right, peace. All right, take a look there. Anyone want to take a look at it? So before I really get into all this, I'm just gonna do a little mock-up just to see where things align, get an idea of what I'm doing, see what I'm taking off, putting on. All right, so right off the bat, I already think I messed this up. Done. We're gonna take a few things off and we're gonna mock it up, but right now I'm seeing a bit of a spacing issue with the exhaust, or it's gonna be super close, so let's see how this goes. So I got the bags laid out on the styrofoam right now, ready to go, but gotta fix some spacing. Don't forget there's a plate back here, so when you take this off, don't let the plate fall out and chip, dent, all the bad things that can happen. All right, so I just went and grabbed some blue Loctite wire brush, because when we go to reinstall these bolts, you're gonna want to clean off the threads and reapply some Loctite. That was a T45 for the strut mounts. And now we're going to an Allen for right here for the foot peg. These are the bunking foot peg and sliders. The Durlin slider. So we're gonna get the 5/16 going. Extend that. 5/16 Allen on the extension, so we get in here, we don't chip anything. Alright, looks like this is gonna work, so just not sure about the bag and being right here with the exhaust, so let's run it and see. On a piece of paper, on the instruction paper here, I was laying everything out so I see what I have, and then I can follow the diagram a little bit better. Little organization Not the best at it, but it helps. And a quick shout out to Panhead Andy, who had the pleasure of riding with a bunch lately, and he told me that if you have nylock nuts, don't use Loctite on those, because the Loctite will eat the nylon, and then you'll end up getting a wiggle in the whatever you're fastening together. But there you go, nylock. It's got the nylon thread in there, so it creates the tightness by having the threads of the bolt go through the nylon in the nut. So we got a couple nylock nuts. These nuts. There we go. Quickly see everything that came. We got some screws, got some bolts, some washers. Looking good. Holes, reattached strut screws, placing, docking hardware. Optional on the outer side of the support bracket. Okay, so I do have docking hardware. Docking hardware is going to be this black piece here. It's for my sissy bar, for my whole fast sissy bar. So you just go like this. Now it is going to go like this. But before, this thing used to seat inside of there. And now it won't seat. Should be okay. We'll see. Okay. I'm just going to put this on to mock it up right now. So I did not clean these bolts yet or do anything. I just want to see how everything's going to line up. So this is locked up. There is a pinky's worth of clearance in here. Not so sure when that bag goes on how this is. I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, so something I want to call out with these guys. The instructions have the mounts, the mounting points. This tag faces forward on the bike, so that's how you're gonna know the left from the right. But they are different widths, so you can see there. So right now I'm just gonna try a couple different configurations, kind of loose, mount up the bag kind of loose, so that way we can figure out which way goes where. Hopefully that solves the problem for everyone that's gonna be putting these on. So we're gonna go, this is gonna go to the front of the bike, this is gonna go to the rear. I think that might work with the bag. All right, so I'm gonna call an audible on that last one. So here's how it's gonna go. We're gonna have the wider go towards the front of the bike. So this is gonna be towards the front, and the skinnier of the two is gonna go towards the back. Yeah, that space right there. See it? That's right. So you can see that there's just a little bit more overhang on that. So that's gonna go towards the front. One thing I am concerned about is the gap now from the metal with the dock. This is the docking hardware for my sissy bar. I have the holdfast removable sissy bar. So currently, you can see I haven't taken these off yet. That sits right in there, kind of flush with the strut arm. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm concerned, because now there's that gap, but we'll see when it all comes back together. There we go. So taking the skinny side here, holding it like a taco, getting it to come through as much as I can. So you can actually work a lot of it out with just your hand. It's like I got half of it out right there, and then I'm just gently being mindful of the paint, bringing the needle nose inside, getting a deep bite, pulling it through. Try not to pull too hard because it is rubber, and if you break it, well then you're exposing your bag to the elements. So just pushing, I'm pushing from behind, pulling it out, pushing from behind, pulling, just gently pulling it, and then I'm gonna work the other side too, so don't overwork one side. Oh man, see if I can pull it like that. There we go. Kind of work it out as best you can. Try to get a nice deep bite. And if one side doesn't work, go back to the other side, go back and forth till it comes through. It seems to be working. There we go. I'm kind of just grabbing it and giving it a little twist out. Trying not to block your view, but there you go. So now, nice seal on the outside, nice seal on the inside, and there is a little plastic tunnel that comes with. So you can see here, the rubber is completely on the outside now. Then if we lift this up, on the inside you can see that plastic tunnel is in there. Creates a nice solid connection. And the thick side of the rubber is on the inside. So there you go. Nice, waterproof, and ready for the hand latches to screw it on. 27 foot-pounds, so we'll do 24 to 25 foot-pounds. That's for the saddlebag mounting bolt. All right, cool. Right about there. Boom. 24. It's a hot seat. Taking a wire brush, and I'm just gonna hit all that. Just get all that old Loctite out of the grooves. All right. Boom. Got a little thread locker, got the blue, removable, 242. Get it at your hardware store. And I'm just going to take these, just put a little bit right along the top there. Boom. Nothing crazy. And as you spin it, it'll go on. All the threads. So, there we go. So that's more room to turn. There we go. Got a 3/8 inch wrench, and what we're gonna do here. Yeah, and a 3/8 bolt. Or 3/8 socket. There we go. Oh my gosh. But just quickly gonna get these tightened down. So now step and repeat on this side. Hopefully it goes a little bit faster on this side because I kind of worked out the bugs and kind of figured out where things need to go, and I can reference the other side and then tighten it all down. So I'm going to actually just wrap up the other side. I'll do that off camera. I'm gonna just put the Loctite on everything, take everything off, make sure everything's on there, super secure, then move over to the primary side here and step, repeat the whole process, and just make sure that I do it properly, but I'm gonna go a little bit faster on that side, so hopefully it'll seem a little more expert install on that side. All right, so I'm just gonna take off the mounting bolts right now, and then take off the the bolt. Ooh, this one's in a different spot. We'll see how this is. There's always a trick. There's a trick to everything. But we'll take everything off. We'll get the bracket. We'll get the bracket for the bag set up on here, and we will, yeah, hopefully this will be quicker on this side. Okay, 2 hands. Yep. This one. No, let go, let go, let go. The hand goes down. Hand goes down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Hold it down here in the grip. There you go. You don't have to take it out.
Oh.
There you go. Now, should we hand loose?
Are you doing it with this?
Okay, we don't have to do it right now anymore. So,
Okay.
we gotta safely take everything off. Here, hold on. Good job.
Can I be the screwdriver?
Not right now, and not by the motorcycle. You know how Daddy's particular about that. Thank you. All right, so we are going to mock something up here. I ran into an issue with the foot peg, but I might be able to put the bracket behind the foot peg, attach everything, and maybe just have to find some spacers to, you know, make everything nice, secure, and snug. So, gonna mock it up on this side and figure it all out. So this is actually turning into quite an interesting video. There's a lot that we're uncovering, a lot that we're figuring out, but still not a horrible install. It's all happening within an afternoon in between life. So, not that bad. I got the quick release sissy bar back on. Looking good. Looking good. All right, so right now we got the bar on, and this is where the passenger peg needs to bolt up to. So we got to pull, now that we know that this will fit on here in the geometry, we got to pull this back off, put the passenger peg back on, and then see if we can reuse the spacer that came with it from before, from the original SD bag, or do we have to get fancy? So stay tuned. Who's getting cut here? See that? It's banging. It's banging into each other. This bar comes through, and it can't cut behind the back here, so we could either cut the gusset or cut a bit of that right there. From there to there, so you can clear it. Then, what sort of spacing issues am I dealing with? All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm putting painter's tape on, just because I'm going to take the Bun King passenger peg. I'm gonna put it back on there. I'm going to see and tape off. I'm gonna transfer those tape lines where the bar is going in. So this is where the strut or the support bar for the Hogworkz bag is. So I'm going to take that all off. I'm going to then put this guy back on, transfer the tape lines over, and then see where I have to cut from this gusset. So probably this little guy is getting chopped out. I'll have to grind down into the metal there, so it's as flat as possible, and then hopefully that bar can slide in. This can bolt onto the frame. That bar can slide into the gap that I'm going to create right in here. And then, yeah, hopefully it'll look slick. I'll get a little high gloss paint, touch this guy up from where I'm about to rip into it. Yeah, oddly confident that this is gonna work. I have no idea why I'm like, this is totally gonna work, but let's see. All right, so I put the passenger peg back on, and I'm now trying to see where exactly I need to cut in here. I thought it was a good idea to put the tape on, but you can't really see. It doesn't really transfer because the plate, the back plate, kind of wraps over the frame a little bit, so there's like that much space. Yeah, so I'm gonna just make a smart decision here, I think, and just take out this one little piece, clean some room up here, and then hopefully when that's all, let me get my finger out of the way. Hopefully when this little piece comes out, it'll allow access, cleaning up all this area, will allow access to this bolt here for the bracket that supports the saddlebag. Small cut, but
No.
one hand right now, so I haven't been able to really document and film everything. I don't have my stand out here, but see here, hitting it with the smaller diameter wheel grinder. It's kind of like a stone. All right, so to finish up for the night tonight and to kind of finish up this video, what I ended up doing was completely using a Sawzall to chop off the whole support arm, the support gusset on the Bung King slider. So yes, the structural integrity currently is compromised, which means that I'm gonna have to weld another piece in and make a bracket that comes out here from the base plate right here. Oh, sorry, getting that all jacked up. All right, now we got back in focus. So from the base plate here, back to the arm right here of the passenger peg slider. What I'm thinking is just kind of trying to keep that same arcing style that originally was on there. I'll pop a picture on, but just needs a lot of space. This needs a lot of space because it goes in straight here, but it kicks out. So just so you can see, in straight here, going in straight here, but then when it comes on the backside here, it kicks out. So it needs a lot of space in here. So I'm gonna have to work with a template, use some cardboard, figure it all out, and then cut a piece of metal and then weld it on there. I don't currently have a welder, so that'll be an adventure. And hopefully I can call on a friend that can help me out. But more to come on that in another video.